What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Humble. We're back with you guys with another video. So I was supposed to record this yesterday, but I got sidetracked talking to my neighbor, and I figured I would do it now since I just got off work. But this video is directed to the Miami Dolphin fan base, the individuals who really think that Quinn Ewers is the future. You really got to pump your brakes on this. The kid had a decent game yesterday. He did. The first half of the game yesterday, he had a decent game. He had put up 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think he was like 80% or more from with his completion percentage. And the offense was able to put up 14 points under his tutelage. And no, they put up 17, but they put up 14 points. Or 2 touchdowns, 14 points under his command. From that point, the second half, it all just fell apart. We got one drive that was eight plays that we got a field goal out of, which really should have been a touchdown drive. But a few dumb play calls here and there, and that drive stalled out and became a field goal drive. So outside of that, we mustered 20 total points in the game against a Tampa Bay-led team that had their weapons out there, and their defense, they did enough to us to keep us out the end zone in the second half. But let's be real here. The turnovers were the difference in this game. Quinn Ewers did what he was told to do. He just didn't turn the ball over. He didn't put Miami in harm's way. And Tampa Bay, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and a blocked field goal. And that was the difference in the game. To me, Quinn Ewers' arm is stronger than Tua's, but his accuracy is off. He doesn't really throw with much conviction because he sidearms the throws. He'll flick his wrist sideways and let go of the ball. That's not really good mechanics when you think about a quarterback. And 9 times out of 10, if you watch the plays, he could really never see the receiver. The defender's right in his face, and he would sidearm throw it to basically complete it to the receiver. So he was throwing on a whiff to see, to basically make sure the ball got to the receiver, even though he didn't know if he was actually there or not. Pretty sure he saw him, but when he threw the ball, it was more like a mechanical side throw to get the ball there. Outside of that, I didn't see him go through many of his progressions like that. It seemed like he was on his first read, and every now and then he might have went to a second read, but he didn't go through progressions to that degree. And let's be real, his line didn't give him a whole lot of time when it comes to pass blocking, because there was several plays when the line broke down and he had to get out of the pocket. And the one time they did give him a clean pocket, he did get a first down. And even they made a big deal about that because the way he ran, Tua ran the exact same way he did for years, and would get up and celebrate. And some dumbass in Twitter wrote, "Oh, we could see him get up." No, he ran, got up, he took a hit, got up and celebrated. Has Tua not done the same thing? It's like you guys are finding reasons to not want Tua to stay there as a quarterback, and you guys are trying to force feed this narrative that Quinn Ewers will be the starter next year. There's no guarantee on that. The system itself is still built around Tua Tagovailoa. It ain't built for his skill set, no, but it's built around him. And like I told my boy Michael last night, they have to go back to the drawing board with his offense, because the plays and the predictability is just astounding. Every defense knows exactly what we're going to do. It just, the run blocking aspect of the offense is a lot better than pass blocking. So when they get out on the edges and they can actually find somebody to block, they're at the point of attack where they're knocking guys off the ball to a degree. And there's other times when they run block where they're the ones getting their ass knocked off the block and Achane is not getting anything. So it's kind of like you got to find guys that have that dog in them that's willing to push the envelope and get guys on the ball, on their defender, so they can knock them back and let Achane and Jalen Wright do what they do. Outside of that, he had an okay day. Like, this whole notion about Quinn Ewers being better and doing this and doing that is not factual at all. If that's the case, then would he not have, you know, what, 300-400 yard, 300 yard games already? If that were the case, if he's such a gunslinger, if he's this mystical quarterback that everybody think he is, he would at least have 300-400 yards in both games with 4 or 5 touchdowns. But that's not realistic, is it? Because what's around him is not going to afford him those opportunities. He has to get what he has to take what he can get with the personnel he has. The same problem that Tua had. But you blame Tua for the turnovers, which he threw the ball, yes. But when Quinn Ewers did that, you found an excuse. Right? The first game he played in last week against Cincinnati Bengals, people found excuses as to why he threw the picks. But let Tua throw the interception. Oh, he's throwing right to the defender. And Quinn Ewers didn't. Or the touchdown pass he threw to Theo Wise. It was literally a blown coverage play. If you watch the play again, the safety came down and took an angle on. I found out it was Darren Waller. I thought it was Malik Washington for some reason. But it was Darren Waller on the play that ran out route, a short out route. The safety bit down on that, barreling down on that play, anticipating him throw with those 2 defenders right there, plus the safety made 3. He came down. When he came down, Theo ran right by him, and he put it on the money to Theo, and Theo outran the damn defense. So it was a busted curse by Tampa Bay. The touchdown pass to Dulcich was spot on. But the middle of the field was open, so he had a lane to see that Dulcich was going to be open coming across the middle of the field, and he threw it into the end zone where he would be at. The linebacker was over the top, but Dulcich passed by the linebacker, got over top of the safety, he threw it to a perfect spot. The best throw of the day was that throw right there, and it was for a touchdown. But people really have to stop this. Because you don't like the way Tua plays, or whatever the case is you don't like with the kid, he's still one of your best options for the offense. When Tyreek went down, everybody knows how different we looked. But I think the offense could be a lot better if you go get receivers that actually can separate and that are actually bigger. Bigger means like 6'3", 6'4", targets that you can actually throw to. Not no damn 5'10" guy that you gotta hope and pray that he can outrun the defender and then get in position to catch the ball. And he's useless on a jump ball. So you can't do nothing with a jump ball with him. Because his vertical only gonna go but so high. I know because I'm 5'9", and when I was younger, I had a 40-inch vertical off the ground. So I could jump with damn near anybody. But a dude 6'4" got a better advantage than I do. I gotta jump to meet him. He ain't gotta do it. If he jumps and I jump, he gonna kill me. So defeats the purpose of me using my 40-inch vertical against a 6'4" guy. Ain't gonna get nothing done. But I think people should really, like I said, they should pump their brakes. It was nice to see what he did, and it's nice to see what he can do, but he's not the future. This offense is not built for Quinn Ewers, and the personnel that he would need is a lot different. Just like Jalen Waddle, I think it's time to move on from him. He stays hurt too many times and too often because I think he puts himself out there with the way he catches the ball. He catches the ball all the time with his body, and he never protects it. So any shot he takes to the ribs and all that stuff, it's going to get exposed the way he catches the ball. As a receiver, you're taught never to open up, because the moment you do, a safety will come down and take advantage of that. You have to keep your arms within a certain length to catch the ball. You can't come out like this and the safety going to come and hit you right beneath your rib cage, or you're going to be hurting. Now, if it's an end zone shot, then yeah, you got to do what you got to do. But over the field or whatever, down the sideline, those type of catches, yes. But over the middle, you don't ever open your body up, because that linebacker, that safety, is going to make sure that you don't put your arms back up ever again. So it's like Waddle has not learned that yet. You would think him being what, a four-year veteran, you'd think he would know that by now. But he stays hurt. If it's not his ribs, his ankle, it's his knee, it's something else going on with his body. He's like damaged goods too, so you're not gonna get a lot for him if you do move on from him. But Quinn Ewers had an okay day, but he's not it. He's a nice project quarterback that you can have on your roster as a backup, but I think he would do better if he went somewhere else. Like Atlanta would be an ideal spot for Quinn because hell, they have the personnel there. They have a Kyle Pitts, they got a Drake London, they got a Bijan Robinson. Put Quinn Ewers behind that line, which is better than Miami, and Quinn Ewers probably put up 4,000 yards in a season because they got the personnel to they got the personnel to enhance his skill set, which is he's a gunner. He likes to throw the ball. He don't really care to run either. He's a pocket passer. So if you put him behind the line that's gonna protect him, he gonna do exactly what you thought he could do. Which I don't know why the fan base don't understand that. They keep talking about you can't make excuses about the line. The hell you can't, because Tom Brady, as great as he was never ever a scrambling quarterback. Tom Brady probably in his career probably got 100 rushing yards. Altogether probably. Maybe 200 rushing yards. I'd probably say 200. I gotta look it up. But he didn't. I guarantee he didn't clip up. He did not eclipse 1,000 rushing yards in his career, and he played 23 years. I guarantee he did not eclipse 1,000 rushing yards, because he was not a scrambler. He wasn't. So it's like, where do people get off thinking that that's such a bonus, and you're subjecting yourself to getting destroyed by a defender? Because at that point, you're no longer a quarterback. You are a runner. So they can do whatever the hell they want to do to you to bring you down. I'm like, if people can get that, if you actually build this line up the right way, like I said last night, he doesn't need the Avengers line, but give him a guard, a decent tackle, to where they can hold their own, especially in pass blocking. Like when he drops back, he shouldn't be worried about 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, I gotta throw the ball. He should be able to sit back there, make a sandwich, drink his tea, and read the defense, and then go where the ball's supposed to be going to. It should not be a 1.2 second, decision he has to make, and then the ball comes out. That's crazy. That means that line is that bad. That's the way he has to play. Nobody should play the game sped up like that. It's basically saying he's a rookie in his 6th year. He's a rookie because of the way the line plays. But it's the way that McDaniel has structured the offense, which I think is terrible, because nobody should play offense that way. But again, if you ask me, Quinn, he was okay. That's all he was. Nothing special. But of course, media and fans alike are going to build him up to be this gargantuan statue figure in Miami, as if he's going to be the savior for the franchise. And we all know coming the offseason and in training camp, he's not going to get the same buzz. He won't get the same opportunities. He should get some, but it won't be the same productivity, because the defense is going to be picking him off. So you might hear he threw a touchdown but 3 picks, while Tua threw 4 touchdowns and no picks. See the difference? And it's like, well, how come Tua ain't throw no picks? Because he can actually move people with his eyes and put the ball in. The only thing I get mad about is training camp. He's doing all this, and then the regular season they running completely different plays. Like, what the hell is going on? Or maybe it's because our pass defense is just that bad. Because Tua be lining them up in training camp, but then come the regular season, it seems like everybody, we have a basic kindergarten style offense that everybody figures out, and we don't run the same plays we ran in training camp, period. So it's frustrating to see that, because I can see the film footage where he throws it down the field 40, 50, 60 yards in stride to people. In the game, you'll never see that, and that's frustrating to see, especially when it shows he has the arm power to do it. Yeah, but like I said, guys, I just want to see what they do this offseason, because they got a lot of decisions they got to make. And the biggest one starts with the offense. How they going to go moving forward. How McDaniel's going to handle this, because to me, the biggest thing he must do is give up play calling duties. He got to give it up. It's got to go to somebody else. Somebody else has to be able to handle that, while he only deals with head coaching responsibilities and not being an OC/head coach and everything else. No, we need the offense to come to life, like completely next year. But that's my time, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Is Quinn Ewers the future? If so, let me know why. They might have a conversation with you in the comment section. I would like to know, but that's my time because I can get out of here. Peace.